Hey, what's good, everybody? This is the Protroversy podcast where we talk sports, music, culture, whatever we feel like talking about. I go by Marcy, and this is
Your boy Almighty. What up with it, my
yeah,
boy?
yeah. Not much, not much. How you been, bro?
Man, just been living life, working hard on these door dashes, studio sessions, all that.
Word, word. The grind, the hustle.
Yeah.
Well, soon, you better watch out. Robots might be taking that job, man.
What you mean by that?
Ha- have you seen the Tesla robots or what?
I mean, I saw some of the clips. They look pretty cool. I think I might want to get me one. First of all, I heard they only gonna be between 20 and 30K. That's just like a car. Everyone gonna have one.
Mm. Nah, the thing is, bro, it's getting dangerous. It's getting
Why you say that? What's your thought
it's
process
getting
with it?
dangerous. I'm thinking, all right, robot. That's where my mind went automatically. Those ones even look like the movie.
Yeah. Those are the
So
most
it's like
realistic ones I've seen so far.
for sure. And I think from what I'm hearing, I think it was a concept like there was people actually controlling the robots for
Really?
now, but it's to show like what it can possibly be.
I didn't know that. Now you put me on
Yeah.
game because I'm over here thinking the model's ready, but it makes sense. They said it's ready for 2025. They probably just got to get the software situated.
I don't know if I like it, man. I don't know. It
The
might be going a touch too far.
the robot specifically is kind of wild. The ones that I did like is the robo, what they call the vans, the robo van thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did see that. Yep.
Those things are gonna be good. They were saying that if you buy one of those, you could just run that as your own company, use it to pick up shipments, use it to pick up people. Like they said, it's gonna make a lot of millionaires.
Were those like autonomous? Were they did
Yeah.
they drive themselves?
So fully autonomous, and the scariest part for me, I was talking about this with my sister. So they actually
Mhm.
don't even put a steering wheel or pedals in there. So it's not even like you have an override option. You just have to trust that they software got you.
Not for me.
Yeah, that's the
Not
scariest
for
part.
me.
That's the scariest part.
Hell no, bro. I can't even. So you just supposed to just ride in that shit?
Just hop in. They got and the van got a space for 20 people.
So you telling me right now, right? They gonna allow this shit, but they ain't gonna make more trains and shit.
I don't know what the thought
They
process
they
is.
just want people just riding in some robotic van. Who knows what could happen? It could go like it could haywire, run over people, go off of something, go off an embankment. Like
Yeah,
I don't
I
know,
mean,
man. That's getting sketchy.
I guess they thought process is that the technology, at least in like a urban setting, driving around the city, they can interact with each other in ways that they won't collide. That would be the number one thing. If that becomes the main thing,
All right, but what about a city like New York City where there's so many people, especially so many people walking in the crosswalks? God forbid that it's a red light and it doesn't read it.
I mean that's the risk you're gonna have to take. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, if the city really locks in like that and does it as a like uses it as like city transportation, that's wild.
Yeah, that would be crazy. That I mean, it sounds good. Don't get me wrong, it sounds great, but accidents happen.
Accidents do happen, and
And it's like,
Tesla hasn't had many accidents already.
yeah, that's what I mean. And it's like I mean, I wouldn't feel comfortable hopping in that.
Um,
Would you?
I haven't done it yet, but I told Shorty that I definitely want to try one of those Waymo things real quick. Probably like
What's
have you
that?
seen the Waymo? Okay, so even in LA, they already have some of these little cars that are just driving around with nobody in them, and they pick people up and they drop them off. There's no driver.
What?
They already have it. So I'll be
I didn't know that.
so I want to try one. I don't need to go far. I just need to just go around the block, take me back home. But I just want to see what it's like to hop in one. I might have to capture the video.
What kind of car they pick you up
They're
in?
like trucks. I think they're like
Like SUVs or like pickup trucks?
SUVs.
Okay.
SUVs. But
Hell, that's crazy. I didn't know they had those already.
yeah, you might have to drop a clip of that in there.
Yeah.
Those just is
Nah, for
crazy.
sure. For sure. We could definitely throw that in there. But nah, that's wild. I don't know. Like I would be nervous, but around the block I would do.
The thing
Like
is,
especially especially where you used to. I don't know. I know you moved, but where you used to live,
Yeah.
like downtown LA, I would jump in there.
And also, I guess the thought process is like sometimes people hop in the Uber and they don't want to talk anyway. So why not just have nobody there to talk to? Just hop in the Uber.
Mm.
This is the most peaceful ride you can ever get.
And I'm assuming that they're gonna have like the lights. Like I don't know how crazy though, like they are now, but I would assume in the future they'll probably have lights. They'll probably have movies playing. You could probably pick your own music,
Yeah,
do
make it
all
an
this, and not have
experience.
to deal with none of it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It would be like an experience.
Yeah,
It's a cool thought. I'm just looking at lawsuits and things that could possibly go wrong. Maybe that's like a cup half empty type way of
thought
looking at
process.
it, but it just seems like something could happen.
I mean, definitely, I'm scared of hackers. If it's one thing I'm scared of, is like this is just a system. It's like if anyone overrides it, they can just literally ram my truck into a wall and I can't do
I mean, you
nothing.
seen that movie? What's that movie with Marshall Ali and Julia Roberts
Which one is this?
with that terrorist attack, but like they control all the like all the computer
I
stuff,
think I heard
and
about
it
that.
starts with the cargo ship. That's what it reminds me. Like for an attack, everybody start using. If they hack that shit, it would be bad, bad,
Yeah,
bad, bad. So I didn't even think of that side of it too. I mean, it's cool for like a minimum, like for a couple people, but do I think that would like ever turn into the main source of transportation? I'd be surprised if it did, just because of the risk.
yeah.
But it's dope. It's dope. Like you said, that van, like, yeah, imagine just not having to drive, going to like a concert or something,
Yeah.
have a couple drinks. They probably have some drinks in there, almost like a limo like
Exactly.
type
Party
vibe, or
bus.
like a party bus. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like a party bus, but no one's
And you
driving.
could just
So it
own
would be
that. You don't even
dope.
got to drive it. You just set it up. You could just rent it out to people for their events and shit. You just making bread without
Yeah.
doing nothing. You home with your kids.
As like someone like for someone thinking of a business model, like if you like looked into that, it'll probably pop off. But like I said, the insurance and
Oh yeah, the
everything
insurance would be
would probably
great.
probably be crazy. Cause like just in case.
You do,
Yeah, that's a dope idea though, for sure. I didn't know that. I didn't know about that. The LA already having them. I guess it's a lot of them, or it's just like
it's
a
a
couple.
lot of them, bro. Like it's pretty much anytime I'm on the street, I'm gonna see at least two or three of them.
Sheesh. I mean, right to the airport or something too. That'd be straight.
That'd be smooth.
The only thing is there like an emergency? Like, what if I need an emergency pullover? Like, I'm about to throw up in here, or I'm about to,
That's
you know
the
what I'm
only
saying?
thing. There got to be some type of override. Those still have the steering wheel and the thing in there. So maybe if you just hop in and do what you got to do, I don't know.
Just jump in the front, hit the brake,
Let's fuck
like
it. We,
because emergencies happen. You never know.
yeah,
Like,
some people get motion sickness, like you said. Then you never know. Something
yeah,
simple.
yeah. Sounds good though. Sounds
Yeah.
good, but we'll see. I mean, crazier things have happened. So if that ends up being the main source of transportation in like 10, 15 years,
I don't know.
we already spoke about
All
it.
I know is that the future is closer than it was a long time ago. We closer to the Jetsons
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Wild. How do you feel about the drama with the Knicks, with the trades, with the arguments from Dante to Brunson? What's Brunson? Is it Rick Brunson?
Rick Brunson, the pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
How do you feel? What you think about all
from the
that?
beginning, I didn't really like the trade because I wanted to see the Nova boys on the Knicks,
Mm-hmm.
New York Nova. But then they brought
Mm-hmm.
in Carl Anthony Towns. I seen a couple of the preseason games before that, and it was like he seemed like he fits in, but also I don't know. DiVincenzo, I don't know if he's salty that he didn't get to rock out with his boys, or I don't know. It's an interesting situation, but I see the Timberwolves being the alphas. I'm not really scared of the Knicks still.
Yeah. And but the thing, I feel like I get why he's mad because he did well in the playoffs. It's like you gonna trade me? Like obviously you're not gonna trade Brunson and you're not gonna trade Hart, but it's like I don't know. There's other people on the team.
I mean,
Like we
but where's
mesh.
the
We
value
already
at?
played together. Like
Okay, but then we also the
yeah,
new CBA and the new second apron thing that people are talking about. It's like they got to factor in money, and he is a valuable player, so his I'm sure his stock went up. They
yeah. And I seen something about that too, where they were mentioning that his value was real high, so why not try to get something now?
Yeah, well, he's high. It's like, and also, it's not
Yeah,
like he went to a bad situation. You might have actually went to one of the best situations you could have asked for. The Timberwolves are not
bas- basketball wise,
basketball wise for sure.
because like I'll pick in New York City over Minneapolis,
For
Minnesota.
sure. I mean, taxes. You
Like,
could save a lot on taxes. I hope.
mm,
I don't really know.
yeah, for your money,
Yeah,
for your money. I mean, I think that I mean, I didn't really get the trade to be honest, because for me, I think you need that dog, and Julius Randle is a dog.
yeah.
With Cat, Cat is good. Don't get me wrong, Cat is an elite player, but
He's a target.
he lacks that kill sometimes.
Nah, for
Yeah,
sure.
like at least all right, Julius might have some off games, but he always trying hard.
Yeah. It's always an effort
Now
thing.
you
It's
know what
like
I
even
mean?
if he's chucking, you can't say that he didn't like. He wasn't trying to will something to happen. He tried, but he just couldn't hit a shot.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and on the Timberwolves standpoint, maybe it was like, oh, we need some of that in our locker room because like Rudy and Carl Anthony Towns maybe wasn't
But then I guess that's what
providing
other
that.
people was asking. Like, why didn't they move Rudy? But as much as Rudy is like the DPOY, I don't think his stock value is as high as people would think it is.
Nah, and I mean, Cat goes out the paint way more than Rudy
Yeah,
does, and I think they're looking for people to stay in the paint. Like Julius will stay in the paint.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He'll big body. With like Cat, no, he shot so many threes this year. Was it like a career high in
Yeah,
three
he's
pointer
overdoing
shot or
it.
something like that?
Overdoing it.
Yeah, and he wasn't hitting, so they were probably just frustrated with that. And but I'm also curious, like how your star player, because it probably affected Ant Edwards. I'm pretty sure he was close with
I don't
Cat.
know if you saw this little quote they've been having going around saying that, oh, I wouldn't mind reuniting with my boy one day. And they're like, oh, and to the Knicks,
Oh,
certified. I'm like, damn.
oh
So
man,
I don't know if that's
that,
what's they call that when you tampering. He's tampering.
yeah, T Wolves hated that statement. I
Oh,
know
for
that
sure,
for sure, man. I would have been tight.
bro. I hope you at least knew about it because when you got a star player, you can't just trade their boy away like that without at least talking to
Nah,
them
you
about it.
can't. You can't. I, I don't know, cause on Cat's side, he didn't seem as mad as Julius and Dante did. They seemed more mad than Cat did.
Cat wasn't mad per se, but I did hear him say something about like he wishes he could have got them a ring back there, but I don't know. Like he wish
Yeah.
you could have finished with the team you started with because it's not like he wasn't playing terrible. Like even in the playoffs, he had some good
Nah.
ball in him.
Yeah.
Surprised me a little bit because I'd be talking shit about Cat.
They kind of just gassed out, in my opinion. I don't think they just.
Yeah,
I think they were too new to the situation, and they just like they went so hard against the Nuggets
yeah,
that they kind of just didn't have energy left. It's the same thing, with our teams. Like, how many times besides last year, how many times the Heat and Celtics play and then lose the next
yeah.
series?
It's just because you go all the way. It's like you put yo. We are the playoffs. Like if the Heat and the Celtics meet in the playoffs, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
finals.
Yeah, if it's not the finals, like it's gonna be hard to win that next
Yeah,
game because it's like we put so much into it. You guys broke the barrier this year, but like I would say for like 3, 4 years over there, it was like whoever won that series didn't even go past that
yeah.
series. Like,
Nah, facts. But
so it might just be one of those things.
yeah, I don't know. I don't see. I think the Knicks won the trade. I think,
Yeah,
but I still don't think it's enough for the Celtics, my boys.
yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I think Minnesota won the trade, man.
Hmm.
I think Minnesota won it. I think that I don't know if they needed to move Cat, but I think they needed more of a presence in the locker room,
Mm,
and I think Julius might be that for
I
them.
can
It's
see that.
almost a resurgence for him because he is a all-star caliber player.
Yeah,
It's just he gets hurt a lot too though. But if he can stay healthy, I mean, Ant and Julius Randle is gonna be tough.
yeah,
And then you got Rudy in the paint, like, And you still got, was it McDaniels?
Yeah, they still got they didn't lose
Like
nobody too crazy besides.
they got a squad.
Yeah,
Like they still got a team that's gonna be tough to beat
yeah. I ain't mad at it.
for sure.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah. You know what? Like, not to go off
Yeah.
tangent. You know what's been crazy
Huh.
lately? Like, especially these last 3 years, how tall these rookies are. Have you been noticing? Like,
Bro,
all of them are like 6'10" to seven
bro, I
three.
was
Like,
just telling Hannah, I don't
yo,
know if you saw this kid in college. I don't remember his name. I wish I could find him. But the kid is 7'9". I'm like, yo, and
hey,
he's
yo,
not
what?
he's not moving too bad either. Like if you look at, I'm like, bro, this will be
Hmm.
different. Like we thought Webby
Yeah,
was crazy at 7'4", 7'5". This guy's about to be different,
but it's like 7 feet is like the new 6'6". It's like, bro, what
bro.
is going? Why are they all of them
At a
7 feet?
point, the NBA is gonna be nothing but 6'8" and up because everyone's gonna be too tall and skilled.
So it like already feels like
They're not.
that. You know what I'm saying? Besides like the outliers of like Trey Young and Kyrie,
Yeah.
like everybody's 6'5".
Oh
Like,
yeah, who's the kid? There's a kid on the Grizzlies that's like 5'8", an Asian kid.
is he the one out of
Yeah,
Wisconsin?
he
He
nice
nice.
too. He nice.
He
He had to
nice.
be in the
Yeah, he
league.
nice. Yeah, I bet you his fan base is crazy too, because how they did like the Asian community behind their basketball players,
Oh
they go
yeah,
hard
he
behind their
could definitely
basketball
go.
players,
I don't
like
know
for
if he's
sure.
a native, like an Asian American or Asian, but even if he goes back to wherever his parents are from, bro, he'll
Yeah,
be loved.
yeah, yeah. Nah, because look at, I mean, I don't know if he's Chinese. I'm just saying Asian, but like how like the Chinese population went behind Jeremy, or population, the Chinese people
Yeah,
went behind Jeremy Lin, like. Same thing. They ride for
no, for
theirs, bro.
sure.
That like, I feel the same way. If there was like if there was a like an Indian superstar like out of
Yeah,
India to play
yeah.
basketball, bro, there's like 1 billion people there.
That's
They would go so crazy for
that's a
him.
thought process. Where's the Indian ballers at?
They got him. I just don't know. Like as a people, I don't know if they're like that tall of
Damn.
people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not, all due respect. Shout out my Indian people. All due respect. But like you like a 6'8" like Indian
Never
dude,
seen that.
that got to be few and far
Never seen
between.
that.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying it never happened, but you don't see too
I'm
many.
not saying it
You
never
know what I
happened,
mean?
but I'm not saying it did.
Exactly. So, I bet, I mean, like anything though, it's coming.
Yeah,
Someone's gonna come. Someone's always gonna break through
yeah,
for sure.
yeah. Because even
Like,
thinking about it, Yao Ming's career got cut short. He could have been crazy, but that's just what it is.
yeah, but even his fan base was crazy. His following was wild, yeah, for sure.
Ridiculous.
Have you happened to see this boxing match this weekend?
Nah, I didn't even know there was nothing going on. What happened?
Yeah, so it was Bivol versus Beterbiev. Honestly, like because I feel like because they're not American in America, it wasn't that
Yeah,
hyped. But for people in the boxing world, this was a big fight. Like I would kind of equate it to like no lie, probably like Errol and Bud, like Errol versus Bud
yeah, yeah.
Crawford. That's
Okay,
how
okay,
big
yeah,
this
yeah,
fight was. Like talent wise, that's how big this fight
yeah.
was. But after the fight, it was a great fight. Um, even matched. It was pretty much like one person sticking and jabbing, moving, boxing, and the other one kind of a bruiser. So it reminded me a lot of Triple G versus
Yeah.
Canelo. And I think that people who like um a more style of Triple G with coming forward and applying pressure, they thought better beef. And some people who like, the actual boxing and sticking and moving, they like Bivol. I had Bivol winning,
Hmm.
slightly, but Better Beef took it and he's the undisputed light heavyweight champ. But the question is, you got everybody saying, it's a robbery. Bivol got robbed. And it's like, how is a close fight a robbery?
I don't understand
You
that
know?
concept. I feel like if it's ever too close, it's kind of a toss up. If anything, that just sets you up for a second bout. You got to run that back.
That's exactly what I want to see. I want to see them run it back because it was super close. But like I think it's like anything. Like I said before, like the judges, I think it's maybe what style you like
Yeah,
more. Do you like the guy who pressures, or do you like the guy who comes out and boxes? it's one of those type of deals. But it was a great fight, and I hope they do a second one. And it was, bro. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I ain't even, bro. Because it's I forgot what it's right. I believe it's Ryder. That's how you say it. But it's a Saudi Arabian company, so that that Saudi money a little
Yeah, they
different,
got
bro.
money to spend.
It's different, bro. So before these fights, there's been like there's a full on
What
concert,
they
bro.
got out there?
It's yo, they had Sierra,
Mm,
Missy
What the fuck?
Elliott, and I forgot, yo, bro, it was crazy. It was, bro, no lie, cause people online were talking about it. They're like, yo, get to the fight because it'd be like a 45-minute concert before the
That is
fights
crazy.
every time. And then the one previous to that, they had Eminem just doing a whole set.
Budget's insane.
Like, and that's before he's paying. So he's paying these people and paying the fighters. Like the money is different. What's nice about it is that we are starting to see the best fight the best, and like promoters haven't been you know as involved in not taking these fights because the money has
Yeah.
been there. And when the money talks,
Yeah, it's hard
you
to
know what I'm
deny.
saying? Money
Yeah.
talks. Yeah, you can't deny it. So it's been fun. But yo, watch it back. Just
Let me
go
see.
Bivol Beterbiev, and but you gotta watch the concert before, bro. It's a full-fledged concert. It was
Bro, these are
Sierra.
some of the top people.
I want to say it was Busta Rhymes. I think it was Sierra,
Miss,
Busta Rhymes, and
because I
Missy
think
Elliott, bro.
they might be on tour. I don't know if they're on tour, but that's fine. If they gave
Bro,
them
it
a
was
stop on the
crazy.
tour date, it was crazy.
Bro, it was crazy. Like a full ass concert. I'm talking about lights, all the like the fireworks, all that
shout,
shit, bro. Before these fighters
shout
walked
out to
out,
Saudi
it
Arabia,
was
dog. I gotta get
nuts.
my money up.
Yeah, shout out to them because they making boxing fun, bro. And the promos are A1, just chef's kiss, man. They doing it right. Can't lie. They are doing it right. But
Yeah. What
yeah,
weight class are
shout
they?
out to Bivol Better Beef. They're in light heavyweight.
So there wasn't no knockdowns or nothing.
No, but it was
Okay.
close. Like there, it was honestly when the best fight, you
I
rarely
know.
see like now you'll see knockdowns in heavyweight, but when the best fight, they're super like
Yeah, no, I
technical.
know. That's
So
why I had to ask because I'm like, I gotta.
there was definitely moments. There was moments though where you're like, damn,
Uh,
he might go
but
down,
they
but
was still getting some
there's
hits.
little
Still getting some hits.
flurries. Oh, for sure. And there was flurries where you're like, yo, if somebody gets caught, it's over. But both of them got caught with shots where I think a lesser opponent would have went down. It's just they're
Yeah, they got the
dogs,
extra
you know?
gear.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a little
That's real.
different.
Yeah, I seen you sent me the Breakfast Club thing to look at with my boy Ti.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't realize Young Dro. I haven't heard about Young Dro in so long, bro. So it's kind of good to just even see that he alive because stuff would be crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Nah, I feel it. I feel you. I feel you. You never know. It is great. Like I feel like for our youth too, because we're the same age. I feel like Young Dro was part of our
bro.
youth, part of our
Some of the
teenage years
funnest
for
parties in my
sure.
life was, had some of them Atlanta dances.
Yeah,
So he was definitely a part of the playlist automatically.
yeah. So with that being said, like during that
Yeah,
interview, Young Dro was talking about having issues with, I believe it was
drug
the
addiction.
drugs.
I think he got
He
caught
was,
up on some pills and stuff.
yeah, and he tried to have a heartfelt thing. Talked about how his daughter was also dealing with
Crazy.
some of that. One of the homies
Yeah,
chuckled. He got a little upset
yeah.
and was like, at first it was you could tell at first it was like yo, chill. And then I think he processed like, hold up, he laughing not only at me, at my daughter. And then I feel like he took it to that next level. Shout out to Ti. He was like, hey, let's get
But
this money.
I
Let's
feel
not
him
ruin
though, cause
this.
he was like, "Yo, you keep laughing, I'm gonna have to smack you." But it's like
You know
that's just
what
what
I'm
it is,
saying?
though. Sometimes, cause when I'm
That's
talking
what
about
it
my
is.
struggle and my trauma and stuff, you can't just laugh and just think, especially in public. It's like if you think it's funny, save that for when you get home. We're not doing that later.
For real, for real. And I'm speaking on my daughter. That's
mm,
what really got me. Cause like if it's just me, it's whatever. But if I'm talking about like the struggle of like my daughter, my family member. Like it's very personal, and you're laughing at that. And I get
Oh,
that that shit was
yeah.
disrespectful for sure.
I'm surprised he didn't really smack him because that's literally.
I know. Well, I think Ti, because Ti let it go for a
Yeah,
little bit, and I think he's seen it in his eyes, like, oh, I gotta
yeah.
step in, because he really about to go
Like,
off in
remember what we
here.
doing?
The,
Yeah.
yeah, and what ups the ante is too is that Charlemagne laughed hard right at like during
Charlamagne
it
always
too.
gonna make
He
something
started
worse.
laughing. He gotta
Instigator.
gas it. He gotta gas
But
it,
it's
man.
real though. It
He
was I
gotta
understood
gas it.
because I wasn't like there was times I was looking at the screen and times I wasn't. So I was hearing the conversation
Mm,
and
yeah,
it did sound like it was kind of lighthearted sometimes, but then when I actually looked at his face, he was very serious. So it's like I get why they could like
yeah.
misinterpret like the feeling or even like even just hearing this for the first time in a room full of people. It's like, damn, why you bring this up right now?
Yeah, I just feel like a chuckle is a little out of pocket. Like I get what
Yeah.
you're saying, but especially like if you know me, like because I'm guessing
Yeah, they've
they
been
know each
homies
other.
and Charlamagne been in
Like
the
if you know
industry for
I was
years.
struggling for real, yeah. If you know I'm struggling for real, like why you laughing, bro? And it's a disrespectful laugh. Like it was loud. Like you could have just been in the corner, did a little
Yeah.
like that shit was loud as hell. I
And I'm
don't know.
sure he heard the story before, so why would it still be funny all these times later?
Yeah, I get Young Dro for having to check him, but like I also get Ti being like, "Yo, listen, like
Uh,
let's let's not ruin this opportunity with that shit. Deal with it later. You can even deal with it later. You can spin back and deal with that later, right when y'all walk out the building. But let's get this done first because
you know,
we're trying to accomplish
yeah,
a
it's
goal.
money to make at the end of the day, and we trying to feed everybody, so let's make sure we good.
That honestly shows the growth in Ti too. Because if you think, I mean, I'm assuming Ti wasn't like that at the beginning. I don't know for a fact, but I mean, you think of the charges and stuff. I feel like he wasn't playing
I
no
mean,
games either, and that was
you
like
look at him; his kids is grown men now. It's not like he hasn't had to like. I'm sure raising kids, you have to understand conflict resolution and especially
for
problems
sure.
he's had. He's been in
Yeah,
jail and all that stuff, so it's like he's seen conflict on so many levels.
I'm happy it got set like cooled down though, because that could have went bad. I mean, it would have made for like a viral moment, but who want you don't want that over like to overshadow like just praising somebody being there and overcoming their battles. And not only that, like I said, he was part of our child our teenage years, so
Yeah,
that's like you don't want to outshine that with this bullshit,
I was
you
happy to
know?
see that he was still alive and looking good. Like I didn't realize he had lupus as a
Yeah,
kid. I didn't realize he was doing drugs. He still looks healthy, so I'm glad he bounced back as soon as possible.
yeah, for sure, for sure. But thinking about controversies and stuff, it kind of it makes me think of like how these like a lot of these internet
Uh,
personalities, these
yeah,
streamers, I don't think they know how to deal with stuff either. Like, do you see the stuff with Philly,
yeah, I've
the
been
dude
peeping
from
that
London, or I think
somewhere in
England?
England. Yeah, I've been seeing that.
Yeah,
Like the thing, like you were
yeah,
saying, like the internet personalities, they don't really get this media training stuff that everyone else might, because they just doing this stuff from their own computers, on their phones, whatever, their own cameraman. So they just saying whatever, and it's getting
mm,
thrown out there. So whatever they do ends up
yeah.
coming back to them. I don't even know the full story. What's going on with Philly?
Supposedly he went to Australia and got hit with some charges. Some not great charges when it comes to
Damn.
women. And it's crazy because I feel like streamers nowadays they're they're becoming as popular as an athlete, a music artist, someone like that. So as many times as we've seen, you know, people struggle in those areas, I think we're starting to see people struggle in the streaming areas too, getting that fame and getting that love and having that money
Yeah.
and maybe not being able to deal with it 100%. Now, I'm not. These are allegations, so you don't know. It could not be truthful at all. It could be true. I have no idea. I'm just saying from the outside looking in, you see a lot of these streamers doing wild
Yeah.
stuff, and like you said, not only the media training, it's like they may have not always been the cool guy, and they the cool guy now. And you even see that with a lot of
Yeah, that's
music
just so
artists.
normal.
You know, they shit on, they used to shit on me, and now I'm the man. So like that goes to people's head. I even equate that honestly to like you ever see I always tell my girl this, like when some like you ever see like a guy who gets super
Yeah,
cocky, and then it's like you realize like this isn't all situations, but like he would like someone who was overweight
yeah,
as a kid get skinny as a man, and then their cockiness is to another level, or they treat
yeah. It's
women
like
like a
it's like they
different
owe them
type.
for being overlooked all their life. Now they got to be assholes. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So like they go to the max, and it's like I think that like I said, music artists, rappers, and now streamers might do that. They do that same thing to where like, oh, you looked at me one way, and look at me now. And I think it comes with
yeah.
age. So it's a maturity thing because we were all young
All these
men at one
streamers are
time,
young.
like or
All these top
younger
streamers
men.
are like 25 and under.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you give me fucking 20 million at 22 years old. I'm not acting right either, bro. Like, I'm in my early 30s. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm acting
But the only
right.
thing is like
You
when
know
it
what
comes
I
to
mean?
like women and SA and all those different things, it's like I
Yeah.
feel like even then it's like there's women that already want you. What do you need to be forcing anyone to do anything with you for? That's what I was confused with the
For
situation.
sure. For sure. But yeah, and you're just getting caught up. Like, I think that more people need to realize that you might just want to stick with the one that you either had or that you were talking to before you got on, because like now it's an expectation, and it's like music art people talk about this all the time. Like, does she love you for you, or is it because
Your
who you
situation. Yeah.
are to the public? And it's like, and when you're searching for that, say you are getting all these women, you're putting yourself in a situation where you could get caught up because maybe, like you said, like those SA situations, or even some allegations that you may have
Yeah.
not done. Now you're in a predicament that you wouldn't be in if you just pick a solid one at this point, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it would be a lot easier.
but like I said, that's easier said than done for someone that maybe hasn't gotten women their whole life and now have a gang of them running after them.
That's true too.
You know, so it is what it is. I think it's a maturity. That's a maturity thing.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens with that specific situation. But it is crazy to be in a time where no lie, the streamers are as hyped up as the
Kai
young athletes and
Kaisama
rappers or music
Kaisama might be
artists.
the most powerful person in the world right now. I,
Bro, you see his one with John Cena? I was like, John Cena was mad
bro,
random,
everyone's
bro.
asking. He
Mad
got the
random.
thing with McDonald's. They like, yo, is he a plant or not? It's like I don't think he's a plant. That's how when he first started. I think he has power now, and they trying to
Nah.
leverage it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I mean, to be honest, like I there's nothing that even makes him a industry plant, because that I feel like you come like either your parents are in something or you are on the come up. Like to be nobody really noticed. I feel like at least for our
yeah,
age group, we didn't notice till everyone else noticed. And I think, but the kids brought him up. Like, shout out to, what I'm saying, them, 17, 18, 20 year olds. Like, and shout out to him. He put
and
in the
even
work. Because the thing is,
yeah,
not to cut you off, my bad, but you go on the internet, bro. He's all over that shit. The streaming is consistent
yeah,
for sure. Because he always thinking, like, I don't think people who don't make content or
mhm.
do music or do things, they don't understand how much actually goes into that. They think it's way easier than it is. And all these ideas that he comes with, like even bringing, like getting Nicki Minaj, like that's, bro, these radios can't even
bro.
get her.
And
You,
then it's
you know what I mean?
and
Like,
that's
and
the
he
other
got
thing. Is
her.
it like did he get Nicki Minaj or did Nicki Minaj need his new fans? Because it's like he's gotten so powerful that so many people watch his streams. It's like dude had a 7 week stream from jail. He brought all these different people, Drewski, whoever, they was all in there doing whatever. Bro just opened a. Did you see his? He had
Hmm.
his own basketball league full of I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
12-year-olds or whatever. He's just sitting on the.
Yeah, he's just balling
He just went to the
the
championship, won the championship, retired his jersey and all that. Like, how you got enough bread to just start a league,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah. But it's like, yo, they like they have a creative, it's like a Mr. Beast, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? They have creative things, but they have it
Yeah,
consistently. It's not a one thing. Like I said, even with his, like you said, the basketball thing, the jail thing, having these celebrities on, like he makes it entertaining for his fans, and like, shout out to
yeah,
Kai, bro. And he's reaping the benefits for
word.
putting in the work.
And
That's what it
and
is.
he's
That's what
bringing
it
his
is,
team
man.
along. Shout out to AMP. He bring all the homies. Hmm?
Yeah, for real. For real. So shout
Yes,
out to
sir.
them, man. Shout out to the streamers, but just
Yeah,
beware.
they they
Beware.
coming for
You
you.
know what I mean? Don't get caught
Don't go
up in
to
no shit. Don't get
don't go
caught
to
up in
no
no
Diddy
shit, because
parties.
you see what's going on. Watch out
Yeah,
for the
bro.
baby oil. New song of the week. You know, I'm going with an R&B artist called Ab Noir. I believe it's Ab Noir. I hope I'm
Mm,
saying that correctly. Got a song called Favor. It's a 90s. I feel like it's like a 90s R&B vibe. Got a bop to it. He got a soulful
yeah,
sound to it. If y'all looking for any R&B, go check that out.
shit.
It's
I'm gonna look
fire.
into it myself. I be looking for the job.
How about you, Mighty? You got something?
I've been
Anything you could think of?
recently. I've been listening to a lot of Hiatus Coyote. Not a specific song, but I just like listening
Okay.
to that. It's really, really different type of music. I just you
Hiatus
ever heard of them?
Coyote?
The
Nah,
music
I
is real
haven't.
funky, and they got like a cool progression. I've sampled them before. They just cool people, bro. They dope.
Okay. Are they now? Is it rap? Is it like more funk? Is it more
What
like,
what do you
how is
call
it?
this type of music? It's not rap. It's like I know the word, but I just can't think of it right now. It's the word for it's kind of eclectic, where it's just like they playing guitars and cool music. Every song is different, but it's very
Okay.
soulful. The girl,
Oh,
it's the main voice is a female voice singing, and then the whole group is just a band, bro.
okay. Definitely shout out to him. And what is it? It's hiatus
Hiatus
what?
Coyote.
Coyote?
Yeah,
Hiatus Coyote. So Av Noir, Hiatus Coyotes. Those are two artists that we've been looking out. Mighty saying look out for their project. I say look out for the projects too, but a song that I like specifically is called
yeah,
Favor. And check those out. We're gonna keep coming with those each
yes,
week.
sir.
Well, that wraps it up, everybody. Thank you for watching the
Yeah,
Protroversy
yeah.
podcast. Once again, I'm
Your
Marcy.
boy
This
Almighty,
is
and I appreciate y'all coming through. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Tell the homies, tell your mama, tell your grandmama.
exactly. See y'all till next
Word.
time. Peace.